All right, so we are shooting a short, quick video on YouTube to talk about Albert Marshall's 2000 Honda Civic that we were just supposed to be painting this, restoring this bumper. So the bumper, unfortunately, the granddaughter had a little mishap and scraped up the bumper. It had deep gouges running through this area here, and the clips were broken off. The clip that was here was busted off, along with all of the clips on the underneath. We even had a crack there. And so what we did, we used the 3M plastic filler to perform the repair after sanding the plastic with 80 grit, then putting in the filler, sanding it with 220 and then 320, and then priming it and hitting it with the 400 3M wet or dry. I love the 3M paper. Let me show you what it looks like. I put it on a little sanding block. I don't even use the block that it came with. That's the 3M. It comes in sheets and you rip it in half. And so the orange, I think this sheet is the 1200/1500, but they have like a 400, 600 that I use. So anyway, short little video. Check out my Instagram channel for the full story on this. One point that I was making is that with these older cars, a lesson that I learned is that you better be careful about what you take off. I have left the headlights on and I'm not taking off the squirters. I would like to do that to get around them and make sure that everything is painted underneath the metal. But old cars, the trim tends to break. Also, something I did, I restored these headlights. They look like dark yellow. They look like turn signals. They were pretty nasty, very, very nasty. Now they look spectacular and fantastic. There we go. Okay, so anyway, yeah, back to trim. Some trim I'm just not going to take off. You got to use wisdom, because what I found out is when you take off trim from old cars, it breaks. And then you got to break the bank. First, the stuff breaks, and then your bank breaks when you have to replace it. I've got to go back over this hood and sand it again. I started with 400 wet, and then 400, 600, and then 1,000 wet, and then 1,000 dry. Once I found all the shiny spots that I missed, and there's still a lot of shiny, I got to go over it again. I want this to look right. We fixed the dents, we fixed the rust, we fixed the chips, deep scratches, and there was a great big dent and rust on the front of the hood where you see that primer underneath right here was a big, nice crease where the metal got pushed down. I was just supposed to paint the bumper and fix the scratches, but I can't put a new bumper on here and not blend in and make, you know, everything match. And so then I thought, well, if I do this fender, we need to take care of the scratches on this fender, because presentation is everything. Presentation is everything. It's everything. That's right. Presentation. Okay, and so the front end of the car is the part that looks the most important. So I want it all to look good for my friend. And I've done too much, but hey, you know, he's going to be happy. And I'm also going to be restoring his 1990 Ford Ranger truck, which will be a complete paint job. So I'm going above and beyond here to make him super duper happy. And then we're going to get on to that Ford Ranger, and it's going to be fantastic. So stay tuned on Instagram so you can see Instagram TV, the progress of the 1991 Toyota truck, which is now in primer with 4 coats of primer. It got double primered and then sanded to 400, and then 2 more coats of primer and sanded to 600. And we're going to be doing, it'll be red, and it's going to have some silver stripes. Base coat's coming soon, so that's what's happening right here. Once we get done with the Honda, Toyota's going to come in and it's going to get painted. So that's all we got for today for this short video, very short video. I am Carlton Flowers, the lover of color, Color Boss Custom Auto Body, the master of disaster, also known as the air gun artist. Check me out, www.carltonzone.com/colorboss. That's all.